here to invite in more love, bring in more love. Also, at times, of upheaval, of grief, of loss. And we just want to honor it here right now and hold those of us here in love and compassion who have just gone through some loss. Honoring both our own vessel, our own being that has moved through loss, and those who are acutely moving through stages of loss. And as we tap and we hold that space together, we both hold space for the loss of others and that of ourselves, those of ourselves. Let's put both our hands on our heart. And let's acknowledge that pain. Let's acknowledge the pain of the loss. And also all the other complex feelings that come with it. Anger, betrayal, hurt. And I also just want to remind us that um, the word anahata, that's the name for our heart center in Sanskrit, means unstruck, unbeaten, untethered, unharmed, untainted. So despite big emotional waves we experience as a human being in a human form, remains an untainted part within us. And as we move through these emotional upheavals, that part of us tends to close up and shut down a little bit, at least a little bit out of protection. It makes complete sense. And today, in today's tapping meditation, we will set the intention of, despite the emotional waves, the our to let our anahata, our heart, still be open, open to receive what it is we truly desire, what it is we truly need, unconditionally. And we're gonna start tapping on the side of our hands. And we're just, again, we're not going to go too much into any detailed stories today, but we're going to acknowledge the energy of an emotional wave that passes through our body. And each of us can choose what that may be in the moment. Let it be grief, anger, sadness, fear. All of those waves that tend to let a protective mechanism kick in our body and our nervous system that has us go into some protective response, a stress response, a fight, flight, freeze response. Let's acknowledge that wave. And for, as a change, can we ride that wave? Can we welcome the wave? And I know this is tender. I know this feels fragile and vulnerable and exposed. And let's acknowledge that. Let's acknowledge how brave it is, and yet how fragile we feel when we lean into an emotion. I acknowledge all of my inner protectors, all of the inner protectors that do not want to feel the pain, that do not want to suffer. And these big emotions make me feel like I'll be drowned in suffering. Let's tap for the points, top of your head. Eyebrow points. And again, of course, this is always an invitation to go at your own pace, your own rhythm of tapping. And as we tap, can we allow the leaning into these uncomfortable emotions under the eyes be an invitation for more openness, for an open heart and a vulnerability that doesn't leave us more exposed, but actually more empowered. More empowered, more open, more resilient. Under your nose, can we conflate these two things? Leaning into the discomfort and softening and opening the heart. Under your mouth, acknowledging the hurt, the loss, the grief, the pain, the anger, betrayal, heartbreak. But instead of shutting down, we consciously make a choice of doing the opposite movement, of opening our heart into that. Collarbone points. I softly and gently let my heart open. And maybe it's just a little bit. Don't force it, don't push it. But can you, just as like you imagine gently going into a yoga pose almost, an opening yoga pose. You're not forcing anything. You're not going to some kind of pain threshold, but you're gently softening into a little bit more of an opening, a little bit more of a stretch. A little bit more of an expansion as you stay with the discomfort. And you're letting your subconscious know that you notice and know that it's been shutting down before, that it has made a protective mechanism kick in every time there was a strong emotional wave. And you notice that, you acknowledge it, and you have compassion for it. But now you're letting your subconscious know that you are gently, gently pushing the other way, gently pushing into expansion, gently pushing into opening, gently pushing into receiving. Under your arms. And as I feel the emotion come up, as I feel the pain rise, I choose to be open to receive. Make that conscious choice right now. As I lean into what I've actually feared the most, what my subconscious has feared the most, I open myself to receiving unconditional love. Side of the hand, and let's acknowledge that that may feel scary. That feels scary. A part of me is really scared. I don't want to do it. It's too much. Acknowledge the fear. Acknowledge that that feels scary. Acknowledge that you want to crawl in a cave, that you want to curl up. Acknowledge that we all, as human beings, just want to go into avoidance, addictions, that we just want to do everything to dilute that pain. And that makes sense. So we're just going to acknowledge that fear. Let's tap to the points. I acknowledge the fear. The fear of feeling my pain, the fear of feeling my wounding. Because this subconscious part of me feels like there's nothing worse than that. Sad of the eyes. And that's not the truth. That's just a story that the subconscious has been telling you over and over again. Let's not feel it. It's too much. It's too scary. Bad things happen if we feel that pain. Under your eyes, and you once again have compassion for that protective part, for that protective mechanism. It all makes sense. Your feelings make sense. The protection makes sense, but it no longer serves you. Under your nose, and as you hold this part in so much love and compassion, you ease yourself into the open heart. Under your mouth, you bring that part to the light. And as you open the flower of your heart center, you let it feel the warmth of the sun, the warmth and the beauty of the light of infinite love, of infinite potential, where everything is possible, that provides everything. Collarbone points. And you choose to receive it. More and more, I choose to receive the love. I choose to receive the light. I say yes to the light. I say yes to the love. And as I open my heart, I bring awareness to the fact that it is actually more painful to resist the pain than lean into it. That all the energy I've put into protection and resistance is what holds me stuck in suffering. And I release it now. I choose to release my attachment to suffering. I loosen the grip. I ease my grip. I let go. I let go. I let go. Under your arms. I let go. And let's tap on the side of your hands again. And I open myself up to more love and light now. More and more love and light. Let it grow open more. Let it open more. I receive the love. I am held. I am loved. I am guided. I am supported. I am provided for. I am protected. Let's tap through the points again. I am held. I am loved. I am provided for. I am protected. I am supported. Eyebrow points, and I receive it all now. I say yes to receiving, and that's all I gotta do. I just have to say yes. Side of the eyes. Letting myself feel connected. Letting myself be held. Letting myself be part of the river of infinite, unconditional, divine love. Under your eyes at all times. And even more so when I feel like another wave is hitting me, I open myself more. Under your nose, I say yes to it all. I am love. Under your mouth. I am love. And I'm a magnet for more and more love. Collarbone points. And let's put your hands on your heart. And in your heart, as your heart center, I'd like you to envision this beautiful golden ball, this beautiful golden bubble. And that's always there. It's always part of your essence, always within your essence, always your essence. And now you're allowing it to grow and you're allowing it to be fed by more and more light and love. And the more love it receives, the easier it grows. And there's nothing for you to do other than witness and accept. You let it grow, grow beyond your body, grow beyond your auric field, let it grow as big as you want. And slowly come back to the here and now. Slowly return to your space. And even when you open your eyes, see if you can maintain the feel of that bubble you are part of, that you are. And take 3 more deep breaths. And as always, namaste. And thank you for tapping along.